Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when his franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in a perfect 10-0.
And it's not just that they're winning, it's how they're winning. All phases of the game coming together for this team.
NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Throwing to start the drive. Bryant.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Back to throw here.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they convert there on 3rd down and 5.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss
play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the gun on third down, Bryant. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And he fields it cleanly. A little juke. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's 2nd and 8. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On second down, they'll run it here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They'll set up a throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Bryant. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Bryant looking middle, and that's complete.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2. Bryant. And able to find Kirk complete.
And he is going to have the Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
ETN up the middle. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Draw play, ETN. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off play action. Bryant. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bryant looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Bryant. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Now Sam Sloman is on. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this will be a Texans 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
They run a draw here on second down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Texans are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a pass hauled in downfield. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Touchdown, Jaguars! A.J. Brown from 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before the season is over.
Kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Second and 14. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete. The Texans send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
On 1st down, Bryant. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
A final shot before break. Bryant finding Knox there, complete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the defending champs, the Eagles, who got the win on the road. Devontae Smith, a career afternoon, 4 touchdown catches. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Brandon Ayuk, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. As you can see, the score there in the 2nd quarter. Terry McLaurin, a strong performance there. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for the Texans. And it's been the running game that's pushed them to this halftime lead. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. and they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Texans to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 131 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2nd and 5. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to. and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st and 10, Bryant got a man. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At their 40.
Looking to throw on second down. Bryant, that's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Operating from the gun, Bryant. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on first down, Bryant. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Bryant. And that is incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 18 now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple, and that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 4 yards out.
And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Off the play fake, Bryant. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Bryant. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Christian Kirk, incomplete. Results, 4th down.
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th and short, got a whole lot more than he bargained for. He almost scored.
Yeah, how about that? Because you know how it is when you get all those bodies near the line of scrimmage. You often get engaged by blockers, and you can't get your hands on the ball carrier. And he breaks free, and he goes almost the distance.
Looking to throw. Bryant. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Sam Sloman for the PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now Etienne to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Bryant. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Bryant. This is caught. It's Brown. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give them 32 on the play.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bryant. This will be caught once again by Brown. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw again. He'll get this off to Etienne. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Back to throw. Bryant. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, Bryant forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
It's now 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to find Kirk, complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Bryant in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Throwing to start the drive. Bryant buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up, second and 10. Throwing again. Bryant. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Houston set to take over. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Houston, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.